Hey guys, quick reaction video today. So I don't really know who this young guy is, but he does have 250,000 followers on YouTube. He's bagging on veganism, so it's important to counter his nonsense. So let's see what he's got to say.
This is not a vegan hate video.
They never are.
I actually still practice eating vegan as much as I can.
Oh, you're eating vegan as much as you can. So you're consuming zero animal products. So why does this say why I'm no longer vegan? I think you are obviously very confused as to what veganism even is.
I kind of just wanted to discuss about the issues and misconceptions about veganism. So a vegan is a person who does not eat any food derived from animals and who typically does not use other animal products.
Typically? What a horrible definition. Where did you pull this up from? Veganism is an ethical stance whereby you seek not to be cruel to or exploitative of animals. So you would use zero animal products. This definition is complete nonsense and lacks like several points. I don't know why you're using it. The official one is easily found at thevegansociety.org.
If you're not very familiar with veganism, it is easy to confuse it for vegetarianism. Vegetarians don't eat meat, fish, poultry, but they still consume eggs and dairy products, whereas vegans just completely don't eat any animal byproducts. The vegan diet has become
or direct products
more so mainstream and trendy over the past few decades. People go vegan for whatever reasons, but the most common reasons are health benefits, moral values, and ethical reasons, doing it for the animals or the environment, or even both. It could be simply watching a documentary. My reasons for going vegan were mainly for the environment and my health, and at the time, weight loss. These are the...
So you were never vegan? Veganism is a moral stance and it's all about not being cruel to or exploitative of animals. It has nothing to do with weight loss. It's nothing to do with fads. It's nothing to do with the environment. I mean, you can get these side benefits, but the reason people are vegan is to not hurt animals on purpose. So therefore, you were never vegan. You didn't have the mindset. You just didn't get it. You're just being selfish.
Very few issues that I have with vegans and the community.
I have a few issues with you.
Does not represent the whole vegan community. Not all vegans are like this. There are extreme vegans out there who are rather problematic.
At least these vegans are not murdering animals for the sake of a sandwich, greedily valuing their taste buds over the very lives of animals. Smug look. Am I problematic? I'm just seeking to not hurt animals unnecessarily. And I educate, I try to inspire through my videos. If it's problematic to you, it's because it highlights that you are paying for others to abuse animals on your behalf unnecessarily.
Quite a few problematic vegans make claims without scientific support and promote an unhealthy or very restrictive, clean vegan diet to a large audience, which itself can lead to unhealthy, disordered eating habits.
Yeah, is that true of like non-vegans as well? Are there vegans who promote a healthy, balanced diet, such as myself? Why aren't you picking on me?
The other big issue that I have with veganism that I am extremely guilty of myself, there is a sense of moral supremacy when it comes to being vegan.
Well, that's on you. I think you're projecting just because you feel that way. It doesn't mean everyone else does. I mean, the fact is that in terms of animal welfare, vegans are morally superior to others. I don't do that to make myself feel good. I do it to not hurt animals. Have you ever thought of, that concept? But the fact is, I don't think that I'm better than others, and therefore, I don't value my taste buds over the very lives of others. You're all butthurt about simple words, while simultaneously paying people to stab animals in the neck. Hello? Superiority, though.
Let's just establish that being vegan doesn't necessarily make you ethically better than everyone else, because you can still be vegan and care for the animals and the environment, but still be traveling everywhere and flying around the world, which just contributes largely to global warming.
Do meat eaters fly around the world and contribute to global warming? Oh, and by the way, the type of food you eat has 10 times the effect on the climate versus the way that foods are transported. So I guess obviously you're vegan again now. Being
vegan does not equate to being healthy. You could still be vegan and eat nothing but processed junk food every day,
But you could be vegan and eat nothing but whole plant foods every day. At least it's possible to be healthy as a vegan. What is impossible is being healthy and eating any appreciable amount of animal products.
Brings us to the next point, that veganism, quite frankly, is a privilege.
A privilege? sacks of rice, like bags of pasta, sacks of lentils, a fraction of the price of meat. What the hell are you talking about? Oh dear. Everything you say is back to front. You really need to be a vegan.
On burgers, Gardein, like those aren't accessible worldwide.
Okay, so on the one hand, he's moaning that a vegan diet can be unhealthy, but on the other hand, he's citing the vegan diet as being expensive because, he's citing the unhealthy foods. Double standards, hello?
We have fruits and vegetables everywhere. Like
there's food deserts
plants.
though. And in Iceland, their diet is it's such a cold climate. It's all like sheep, fish, it's really dairy. Because
but they don't have any fruits or vegetables out there whatsoever at all.
What a load of nonsense. They have great produce. You think that they're all like carnivore eaters? Oh, God. Flipping heck.
Are just so many factors that we need to be considered of people who aren't necessarily following a vegan diet. There's also the religious and cultural and medical reasons.
So you obviously had none of those reasons because you went vegan. So why are you not vegan now? You can't use those as an excuse because you were vegan. So that's obviously nonsense. What is the next reason you're going to cite for not being vegan? And let's see how it doesn't apply to you.
As to why one may not be vegan. Some people are simply not financially capable and not...
Well, you're on the internet, you've got 250,000 followers. I would imagine that you're far better off than at least half of the planet. And dry goods, frozen veggies, like these type of things are a fraction of the price of meat and dairy, as I said earlier.
So now I want to talk about the pros and tips on becoming vegan. TMI, my whole life I've had really bad digestion. I would spend 20 to 30 minutes just trying to poop in the toilet because my digestion and diet was pretty bad.
That's eating animal products with no fibre. Leads to inflammatory bowel disease and colon cancer, which some people would say is kind of karma. I wouldn't say that because you'd accuse me of being an extreme vegan, but it is the truth. And I just like people to know it because I worry about their health.
We don't need a handful of people being perfectly sustainable. We need millions of people doing it imperfectly.
Do you think we've got time to wait for everyone to do it imperfectly? Do you realise the dire straits that the planet is in? If you've looked into animal agriculture and you know how it's the number one cause of most planetary ills, and you care, surely you would do it 100% and be vegan straight off the bat. We haven't got time for half measures because most people don't give two. Wakey, son.
The reason why I say I'm not vegan anymore is more so that I don't like the label anymore. I hate the fact that some vegans make you feel that if you're not fully vegan, then you're a terrible person. I just wish that more vegans, including my past self, would be much friendlier and welcoming and inclusive.
There we go. It was projection. Do you know it's perfectly possible to be a vegan, not mention the fact that you're a vegan, and not talk down to others? What about trying that out, son? And then you wouldn't have to murder animals as well, which, is exponentially worse.
To non-vegans without shaming or belittling those who aren't vegan. I don't like how it's all or nothing. You're either vegan or you're not vegan.
Well, if you were queued up in a slaughterhouse watching your friends and family be systematically executed in front of you, standing there shaking, shitting and pissing yourself, you may have a different perspective.
Then that makes people not want to be vegan at all, and then they just hate veganism, which is so unnecessary.
Nikocado avocado. Do you remember me? Eat a raw fruit and veggie diet. On raw fruits like me, and I'm telling you, you'll feel so good. Oh.
Turkey baster, up in here. Turkey baster.
Like, it doesn't have to be that way. I think you can have a flexible, unlabeled diet that works for you.
Or you can have a healthy, whole food, plant-based diet that works. You can be fit, healthy, increase your lifespan, increase your health span, and not with animals. Some people occasionally like to think of others.
At the end of the day, if you're doing your best, you're reducing your environmental impact or you're reducing your animal byproduct intake, you are still doing a fantastic job.
Not really. It's a bit like saying, I'm saving animals. On Tuesday, I eat a vegan diet on a Tuesday. I'm saving animals. No, you're not saving any animals. You're simply not murdering any animals on that one day. Is that to be applauded? Am I saving women from being raped by not raping them like every day of my life? No, I think that's slightly ridiculous. Granted, something is better than nothing, but we haven't got time for half measures. We just don't.
Lastly, I think it's really important to do your thorough research on veganism if you are going to try be a vegan. There are health consequences to it if you don't do it properly, such as being malnourished. So that's all.
Do I look malnourished to you? No offense. Spot the vegan. But if you're at all worried, you can download my free e-guide to healthy vegan nutrition, which is a complete overview, link below. Or I have a new online course, which is 14 succinct videos on every single topic, how to thrive as a vegan. There's downloadable PDFs, which are printable, nutrition requirements by age, stage of life, etc. Loads of checklists, and our 2 cookbooks are also included. Healthy, whole foods, plant-based nutrition, anything and everything we think that you could hope to need in order to thrive as a vegan, and access to a Facebook community as well. So link below for that if you want to check that out too. But for now, click this.